Alrighty. Hey, what is going on, my friends? Happy Wednesday. It is hump day. Middle of the work week. Depending on what's going on with your job and whether it's essential, non-essential, whatever the case may be, you may be home today. Yes, unfortunately, all that stuff's going on still. But I've got 10 minutes to get this done. Hopefully, we can get this done in 10 minutes. My name's Keith Chait, also known as CK Power, Crazy Keith, Mr. Free Everything. And today we're going to talk about frauds and scams. All right. There's lots of different things in my life that I've done that I have skills in that might not necessarily consider myself an expert in, but I do consider myself highly knowledgeable about. There's, lots of different things. Saving money, ways to make extra money, eBay and Amazon, home business, certain sports. And based on my profession that I've been in for almost 20 years, what's up, Brian? And if you don't know, you should know. I'm also very knowledgeable about scams and frauds. And based on a lot of things that have been going on lately, not just with what's going on in the world, excuse me, because there's a lot more things to worry about with that than being defrauded, although there are some frauds coming out now based on the coronavirus. So we'll talk about that. Hey, Lisa, Debbie, how are you? Ellen, good afternoon. So a lot of these I've gained over the years in knowledge of handling cases like this, dealing with reports of these things, investigating these things. Some of them are a little bit older. Some of them might not be as prevalent now as there were years ago when I first started making this list. But bear with me. This is just good, valuable information I feel that you should know. Pass it along to your friends, your family, especially the elderly, anybody that may be mentally challenged that because those two groups get preyed on the most. Not that they don't get everybody, but those are the two groups they look for because they're less likely to question what they're trying to do. All right, so here's a whole list of things, all right? If you're asked to send money, whether it's a gift card, an Apple iTunes card, a Google Play card, a Green Dot card, or send money through a wire transfer or Western Union, something to that effect, or if you're about to cash a check or deposit a check that you receive for any of these things, winning a lottery, especially a lottery you don't even remember entering, for travel expenses, for some type of inheritance, for a secret shopper or a work from home job pertaining to a secret shopper, for loans, if someone's trying to get a loan, for items that you buy or sell on the internet, for medical expenses, legal expenses, or if someone asks you to send money overseas. If any of those topics, if you're asked to send money through a card, any kind of prepaid card or wire money, don't do it. Stop and check things out before you send any money anywhere. So let's get on with this. I'm going to give you 8 of these specific scams / frauds that are going around. I'm going to start with the first one, the lottery or the sweepstakes. So this happens a lot. You get a letter, you get an email, you get a text, a phone call, whatever the case may be, that you won some type of lottery. Even as big as, they use Publishers Clearinghouse. Oh, you won the Publishers Clearinghouse, blah, blah, blah. And then they ask you to send them money for the taxes or for fees that you have to send to them prior to you receiving your money that you won. And of course, 99.9% of the time, they ask you to send an Apple iTunes gift card, a Google Play card, or wire the money, or a Green Dot card. Things that can't be tracked. Once you send those numbers, that's gone. Storm! Number 2, a romance scam. This does happen. You meet somebody through the internet. You become involved in some type of relationship back and forth over the internet, online. Then the person says that they need money for travel, that they're going to come see you, or that they need money for medical expenses for their sick daughter or their sick family member, or whatever the case may be. Understand, and I get it. Most of you guys and girls that are on here know this about the internet, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know it and don't understand it. What's up, Malcolm? How you doing, brother? You can go online and download information and photos from somebody's account, whether it's social media or wherever, and make your own fake profile. And a lot of these people use apps. It's not just on a website. It's through an app that can't be tracked. And then you go and get into these things where there's some kind of online relationship and they're long distance, whether it's not necessarily in another state, but in another country. And they send you pictures that they're a doctor or that they're this or that they're that, because they have a whole profile they made up using somebody else's information. So it's all fake. So that's the other second one. Number 2 is a romance scam. Number 3, the person in need scam. And I've seen this a lot too. You get a phone call in the middle of the night, and this one they target the elderly, saying your nephew or your son or your daughter is hurt. They were hurt in a car accident, or they were arrested and they're in jail and they need money for the medical expenses, or they need money for bail to get out of jail, or some other cockamamie story. And then of course, you wake up, you're frazzled, somebody's telling you this, and they want you to wire money, or run to the Walmart and get a prepaid card, one of those Google cards or iTunes cards, and give them the numbers real quick so they can pay the information. Verify from your family or whoever you can that person is home safe before you go send them money anywhere. Same thing. It happens a lot. We know you're worried. They get you all frazzled and you're worried about your family member, but you need to verify first. And every one of these, you need to verify who you're talking to first before you send anything anywhere. 4th one, the IRS or the utility scam. This one I think a lot of people know about. I got on the do not call list, so I don't get as many. I don't think I've gotten any in a while, and I'll have to do another video and get the information out there for the do not call list. But we get those automated messages, this is the IRS, you are under investigation, all that crap that you're under investigation, and your social security number was used for this or that, or you owe back taxes, or whatever the case may be, and that if you don't send payment or you don't call them and set up payment, which is the same thing, they're going to want you to send wire money or send Google cards or all that other stuff, which is nonsense. The IRS will never call you. They send a certified letter to your home. The utilities will never call you and say, hey, you're behind on your electric bill by $2,000. Go to the Walmart and buy a Google Play card and give me the numbers off the card, for $2,000 so we can pay your bill before we shut you off. The utilities do not take Google Play cards. They do not take iTunes cards. They don't take Western Union. All right. Lately, because of currency, the Bitcoin, electronic currency, I've had cases where they had the person go to a Bitcoin machine, because now they have machines in gas stations, different places where you can deposit money. It turns into Bitcoin and sends it away, and it's gone. Once you send it, it's gone. So the IRS, the utilities, they will never call you and ask you to pay money over the phone by Google cards or iTunes cards or any of that stuff, or Bitcoin. Hey, Kelly, Angelica, how are you? That was 4. So number 5, loan scam. There's lots of people out there looking for loans, whether they want to pay off some bills, they want to consolidate some bills, whatever the case may be. When you're on the internet, as safe as we think we are, and even though we have virus protection and things like that, there's people out there surfing the web. If you've ever heard, I'm sure most people have heard of the dark web, and there's lots of things that go on back there. They're always surfing the internet looking for people's information. And there's ones where they may contact you, or you may click on an ad on the internet that looks legit to get a loan. And you give them all your information, you start filling out stuff, and then they want you, not only do you give them your information, and they have your personal information that they can use somewhere else, or sell on the dark web to somebody else, or they can use somewhere else. They also ask you for fees up front to get the loan in the same fashion. They want it wired by Western Union, or a MoneyGram, or a prepaid card, which would be the iTunes card, or the Google Play card, the Green Dot card. So if you're going to get a loan online, make sure you verify that you're dealing with a real company before you clicking on links and giving your information and sending money out. So the loan scam. Now most of these are online, and there's a couple more I'm going to do online. This one here is not online. This is an in-person scam. The utility workers, same thing. Somebody comes to your door, somebody comes to your house claiming to be from the utilities, or the cable company, or the water department, or whatever it may be. They could be dressed in full gear that looks like it, and an ID card. You do not open your door, ever. you don't let them in. You don't open your door. If you want to verify, you call the real company. You call Pico. You call PGW. You call Comcast. You call the water department, whoever, and verify that they have people out, and more specifically, not just in your neighborhood, but at your residence for a specific reason. And if they don't have people out there, you call the police and you have the police come out and try to stop these guys before they leave. The other thing with that is if you do open up, and this happens a lot, they work in pairs, but you only see one at the door. You open the door, and the one says, "Oh, I need to see your electric box," or "I need you to see something out in your backyard." And they take you to the back of the house, or they take you to around the outside into the back, or inside the house to the basement where the electrical panel may be. And when you go with them, your door's open or unlocked, and their partner comes in and is burglarizing you, taking things out of other rooms, jewelry, cash, whatever, quick things they can grab, and getting out the door before you come back out. So there's two things with that scam. So do not open door ever for anybody, no matter how legit they look, unless you call the real company with the real phone number to verify whether they should be there or not. That was 6. Number 7, computer trouble. Well, 7 and 8. Well, there's 2 different kinds of computer scams. What's up, Jay? One is, it looks like you have a virus on your computer, and they're contacting you. You get a message or an email or something saying, that it's Microsoft and IT or some other tech company that they're going to help you with it. And some of them want remote access to your computer. Some of them want to charge you whatever the fee is. Same thing. You have to verify. Contact that real company, not with information that they gave you in the email, the text, or whatever way they contacted you. Find the right information for that real company and verify that this is a correct email address and phone number that they're contacting you from before you send any money or give them any personal information. The other one on the computer is they basically say that they have your personal information. They hijacked your computer, and then if you don't pay a certain ransom, that they're going to sell your information and shut down your computer, which for most businesses, it crushes them. And the same thing, they ask for prepaid gift cards and things like that. Number 8 is the phishing scam. Same thing. You'll get emails, you'll get texts that come all kinds of ways. They look like legitimate companies. They have the logos from the real company, but they're asking you to verify your birth date or your social security number or account numbers. None of these companies ever, credit card companies, banks, the utilities, they never ask you at all, especially in an email or a text, to verify date of birth, account numbers, social security numbers, none of that stuff. If you ever get an email or a text or anything like that asking for that, do not send any information. Contact the real company and let them know this is going on. So that's 8 of the ones, common scams or frauds that are going on. I'm running out of time here. I have 5 more. I have a list of 13. I have a list of companies that you can contact. I want everybody to have this information. So hit me up. I'll get you out a PDF. Give me a like. Share this out with your friends and family. This is very important information. And hope you guys got some value out of that. I got to get running. And I'll talk to you soon. Have an awesome day, guys and girls.